Here's how not to act during a market meltdown. Brought to you by RadReads. I want you to meet our friends. First, we've got Randy and Ingrid. And no, they're not together. But the year started out well for both of them. They had each individually bought VIP Coachella tickets, in addition to a new Peloton, not to mention Weekly Berries boot camp. And they were doing the unthinkable, buying toilet paper and almond butter from Whole Foods and not Trader Joe's. And of course, they were ordering from their favorite restaurants via Caviar. Now, after all, things were off to a great start. The Dow had hit record highs about time, and this was in February of 2020. And first, it was all a joke. After all, you can't get the coronavirus from drinking Corona. But it got real quite fast. Thankfully, you get to choose how you react in these situations. So let's return to our friends. It turns out Randy's nickname is reactive. And so what did he do? Cancel Hulu, Disney Plus, Apple Music. No lake house this summer. No more Whole Foods. And he started to twitch at his E-Trade account with those 4 famous words. This time it's different. Meanwhile, Ingrid's nickname is intentional. How did intentional Ingrid react? She planned a family road trip to Yosemite. Yep, it was time to dial back on berries anyway. Of course, her and her husband are keeping date night. And maybe it's time to nibble in the 529 plan. What was so different about their reactions? 2 simple numbers. First, Ingrid had calculated her worst-case scenario. She knew that their family had 65% of their assets in equities, assumed a 50% loss like in 2008, no diversification benefit, recognizing that they could lose 33%. She knew this number and carried it as they made big decisions while things were going well. Reactive Randy, on the other hand, no clue. Next, they knew where their money went. Once again, intentional Ingrid knew all of her 2019 spending and a simple 3-level breakdown. 65% was in need-to-haves, like rent, childcare, gas. 20% was nice-to-have, vacations, gym memberships, date nights. And 5% was totally frivolous, like going to Coachella. She knew that at any instant, she could cut 25% of her family's spending. Reactive Randy, on the other hand, wah-wah, no clue. So what's the moral of the story? We all can be intentional Ingrids. Here's how. We can follow the advice of Peter Drucker. What gets measured gets mastered. Just by looking at these simple calculations around spending and investing. Next, a little prep goes a long way, especially during a financial crisis. And a crisis, if you've thought about it in advance, it's just another day. So was her name really Ingrid? More like ING-RAD. Thanks for watching. There's more at radreads.co.